Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is the THC approach to selling beats online and making beats. Yeah, because there's this common belief in the music industry, and it spans a lot wider than that. But there's a common belief that THC actually helps you to, make better music, and we're not actually going to get into that here. If you do that, then you do that. I'm going to make absolutely no effort to change your mind on that. But what I'm trying to tell you is actually four other chemicals that are in your body, and that's what this video is about. Is the four other chemicals that are going to help you to bring out in your system. They're already in your system, but I'm going to show you ways you can bring them out of your system to help you make better music in the same way that, some producers might sit down and consume some THC before they make a beat, and then they might go on to make the beat and consume some THC while they're making the beat, and then to finish with some more and blah, blah, blah. So what we're going to do is take that approach and that method but apply it to different chemicals. Now, the four chemicals I want to talk about is this, yeah? The first one I want to tell you about is endorphins, yeah? Now, endorphins is your body's response to pain, yeah? Your body releases endorphins, like when you do exercise, and then 10 minutes after you get that good feeling, that's your body reacting to the pain of the exercise and sending a rush of endorphins, yeah? So the first thing you're going to need is endorphins, and endorphins come from making music anyway, because that's what makes it feel good, a good feeling. But endorphins, and just while we're on endorphins, quickly, just so to let you guys know about how the science works, THC is sort of like a credit card for endorphins. And what I mean by that is THC gives you a rush of endorphins ahead of when you were supposed to get them, like a credit card does, gives you cash ahead of when you're supposed to get it. THC is like a credit card for endorphins, but it's going to take a special mind to understand what I'm trying to say there. But I'm sure most of you will, because all of us are special at Sell Beats Fast. Anyway, so the second chemical I want to talk about now is serotonin. Yeah, serotonin. Pronunciation changes where you are on the globe, doesn't matter. Serotonin. Now, it's stored in many different places. I don't want to get too gritty with it, but serotonin is stored in the bowel, and there's a direct link between how much serotonin is in your system and what mood you're in. The two things are actually linked. So serotonin, that's another thing you're going to need to take care of. The third thing, vitamin B, however you want to say it, wherever you are. Vitamin B, B12, all of that, all the numbers, yeah? B12, all of them. Because vitamin B it boosts creativity like no other, yeah? Now, the fourth one we're going to get into is adrenaline, yeah? Get that adrenaline going. Now, listen, exercise, instead of consuming some THC before you jump in the studio, you could do some exercise, before you jump in the studio. Or, who's to say, listen, when people do work out, they consume music. A lot of people consume music while they work out. Now, who's to say, yeah, that you can't be creating music while you work out? I'm not saying standing on the treadmill and try to make a beat on the laptop while you're on the treadmill. But what I'm saying is, you could make a beat and then just have a one weight in your hand, just lifting up and down, or just walk. Most important thing, have your keyboard in a position where you have to stand up, and then you can dance around while you get in it and get the adrenaline going that way, so you don't necessarily have to work out and consume music. You can work out and create music as well. So there's four chemicals that are already in your system that can really help to boost your creativity. We'll go over them quickly now. Yeah, endorphins, serotonin, yeah, vitamin B, yeah, and adrenaline. Now, if you want more information, sellbeatsfast.com, yeah? Joseph West, signing out. Peace!